Hello. Let's get started with a message using the Rumi Oracle. I have the Pocket Edition. The lion and the deer. If you get burned like oil, you become brilliant. There is no need to fear making a mistake. If you fall into arrogance, the divine shall roar magnificently to shift your perspective. If you underestimate yourself, the divine will encourage you to rise. Whatever is needed to keep you true is what you are given. Okay. What stands out to me? Let's go through this. There may be additional messages or synchronicities. Okay. You may be seeing lions or deer. They may be significant for you. They may be a synchronicity for you from your higher self, your spirit team, giving you a wink, encouraging you, and ensuring that you are on the right path, that you are where you need to be. The lion is a synchronicity for me, and I was just, before I started recording, I was conducting some research about the lion and the lion's roar, and I believe the word roar is in the message. Okay. The lion representing qualities such as strength, courage, protectiveness. The lion is the king of the jungle, so leadership qualities. So you are likely, part of what you are meant to do in this lifetime is to lead in some way, to be a leader, to be a guiding light. It says here, if you get burned like oil, you become brilliant. That makes me think of light, radiance. That also makes me think of going through trials, tribulations, obstacles, and challenges. All those lessons gave you wisdom, enlightened you even more. So that makes me think the word oil, lantern, and that then makes me think of the hermit in the Tarot, going within, gaining spiritual strength and wisdom. And also the word brilliant, it can also mean not only light, but in terms of intelligence, knowledge. So that makes me think you are very intelligent. You maybe love to learn new things, whatever interests you. You may conduct research, read a lot, are well read. So teaching, that also makes me think. You are meant to teach, be a teacher, to share your knowledge and experiences with others. And, returning to the word brilliant, to be a light of support, showing others in your own way what it feels like to go through the fire, so to speak, and to emerge more loving, even more strong, spiritually and emotionally and mentally, for having gone through the fire or the dark nights of the soul. Okay, what else? There's no fear. There's no need to fear making a mistake. Indeed. And it goes on to say, if you fall into arrogance, the divine shall roar magnificently to shift your perspective. Yes, Source is with you. Your spirit team, they are with you, supporting you on this path of yours. They are guiding you through your intuition, your inner knowing. Also, if you underestimate yourself, the divine will encourage you to rise. Underestimate yourself. As a human, you're going to experience feelings of doubt, lower vibrational energies, doubt, anger, resentment, boredom, feelings of disappointment, frustration, impatience. Feel inadequate, feel worthless in the lowest feeling times. And again, the message is letting you know that the divine is always with you, making me think of omnipresence. God is everywhere. The divine is everywhere, within you and without, in all things, making me think of interconnectedness, right? All of creation, we are one. We are interconnected. The divine will encourage you to rise. The word rise, that also may be a synchronicity for you. It also makes me think of the symbolism of the phoenix rising from the ashes. The phoenix may be a synchronicity for you. So the phoenix rising from the ashes, transmutation, alchemy, turning lead, lower vibrational energies into gold. Transforming one form into another, into more power, turning pain into power and empowerment. Okay, whatever is needed to keep you true is what you are given. That makes me think, whatever is needed to keep you true, whatever is needed to keep you on your path. So be assured that everything is happening for a reason. Everything is a potential lesson on your own path. Your team, the universe, will not allow you to be led astray. So trust that everything is happening for a reason. Whatever you need, you will be given. Whatever is needed to keep you true is what you are given. Keep you true. 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 That word stands out. It's not only about truth versus honesty, although you have learned to practice radical self-honesty and acceptance by going through multiple dark nights of the soul. And it makes me think, what else? Okay. Remaining true to yourself. Remaining true to yourself. You are devoted to your spiritual journey, to your spiritual growth, to your personal growth. This is a true part of you. Your devotion to your spiritual growth, your personal growth. That is the soul's essence, and that is what you truly are. And as a soul, you are meant to evolve, expand. Okay. Whatever is needed to keep you true. That also makes me think of the saying, keeping you honest, right? True. Okay, what else? Authenticity. You're expressing yourself with more honesty. Honesty is a quality that is very important to you. You expect it of yourself, and that is a quality that you expect in others. And those are the qualities of souls that you are drawing into your life if you haven't started attracting members of your soul tribe already. As within, so without. As you've gotten more honest and true to yourself, your vibration has risen, transformed. So your vibration is such that it is inevitable that you will be attracting, magnetizing to you other souls that are aligned with your vibration. Okay, the lion and the deer now. The contrast, the seeming contrast. Lion, fierce, powerful. Deer, the image that's conjured in my mind. Gentleness. Contrasting energies. So that makes me think that your masculine and feminine energies are balanced. You've gotten better at managing your energies, to listening to your body. When you feel tired, you rest. You use your intuition more, your imagination, getting creative imaginatively. And when you feel inspired, you take action, inspired action. Okay, and again, the lion makes me think you're also growing in confidence. So that makes me think of your solar plexus. Growing in confidence, self-worth. you feel more comfortable saying no to others. Realizing that saying no to others is saying yes to yourself. So you can be soft, gentle, but also fierce when the occasion calls for it. If you don't feel that way now, that is inevitable as you continue to rise in vibration, growing in self-worth, personal power, feeling more stable. But I'm sure at this point now, you are already realizing just how powerful you are. And that may be potentially a little intimidating, especially for the scared self, the self that was programmed, conditioned in the matrix of limitation, which you've broken free from. You have a different perspective now, a higher perspective. And the word perspective is used here too. Divine, okay, we're magnificent to shift your perspective. Yes, you've shifted your perspective. You can see the bigger picture now. You understand that there is a divine plan. You're trusting, having faith. You may feel intuitively that there's more going on than meets the eye, than what we see on the surface. You just know. 17:17 when I looked at the clock. Okay, making me think of the star card in the Tarot. All right. Okay, let's use the Sufi Tarot. Is there anything else? Let's look at the bottom. Is there anything else? 7 of Pentacles. Yes, having faith. I may have mentioned that word faith. Having faith. You've sown the seeds. All you have to do now is continue to maintain faith, to hold on to your inner knowing, despite what your logical mind may try to distract you with, may try to convince you of. So yes, resting, trusting, nurturing your inner child, so getting playful, creating, acting on inspiration. Okay, yeah, you've sown the seeds. Son of Swords, this would be the Knight of Swords. Fast-moving action. Look at this horse. Now, I'm recording this in late January of 2026. We're near the end of the year of the wood snake, the year of transformation, shedding old skins. We mentioned transmutation, I believe, talking about the phoenix. So you've been releasing whatever limiting patterns, fear-based thoughts that arose within you, and you learn to observe in a more neutral way, but also more compassionate way. You've surrendered them, released, and transmuted those emotions and thoughts into power. And now we see a horse, a fast-moving horse. So I'm thinking of the Chariot card in the Tarot. Forward momentum. We're entering the year of the Fire Horse, which begins February 17th, 2026. More forward momentum, forward movement. And the white horse, the white of the horse makes me think of, yes, new beginnings, a transformative chapter, or we can just call it, you are writing a brand new book, because you'll be experiencing so many life-altering changes in this new chapter of your life. This new book that you're co-writing with the universe. This book, however, the book of your life, in the book series of your life, you're writing it, you're creating it as your more empowered self. Okay, look at this. Mastering your mind. You're very rational. We may have talked about already how you are likely very intelligent, maybe even considered a genius. Intellectually. We have the Malaka of Swords, which is the Queen of Swords. Likely very rational, perhaps philosophical. You like to discuss or contemplate the meaning of life. However, you're very, like I mentioned, devoted to your spiritual life as well. I'm noticing these two doves. It makes me think of your spiritual devotion. But also doves symbolize peace, right? So that makes me think you are feeling more inner peace at this point of your journey. And more whites. White doves, white horse. And the doves, again, just like the deer, gives off an energy of softness, gentleness. So you can embody, like I said, softer qualities, but more fierce, maybe even blunt at times. You get to the point. And look at this, the 10 of Cups. Rainbows may be significant for you, maybe a synchronicity. You're seeing it all in, you're seeing rainbows in a multitude of forms. Maybe seeing the word rainbow, seeing images of rainbows. I mean, this is not, it might be a huge rug with the colors of the rainbow. Continue on your path. Yep, you are on the right path. This is assurance from your spirit team, from Source. You've sown the seeds, as we saw at the bottom of the deck before we began. You've sown the seeds. You've sown the seeds of your dream life, and they're coming to pass. Okay. Happy family, happy home. This is a very peaceful, joyful energy that I'm feeling from this scene here. Okay. Anything to add or confirm? Okay, yes. The devil, the shadow, the material, breaking the chains. I think we already talked about you going through multiple dark nights of the soul. Breaking free, releasing, surrendering, limiting patterns, fear-based thoughts, to make room for your happily ever after. Situations that are more aligned with your rising vibration. So we're starting off with the past, releasing old patterns. 5 of Cups, disappointment, regret, glass half empty. That may have been a mindset of yours, a glass half empty mindset. But let's acknowledge that no matter where we are on our path, we are still human. We're having a human experience. So we are going to experience the spectrum of emotions, right? We will still experience disappointment, anger, frustration, rage, grief. But you're better at noticing patterns and thoughts and managing your energies to return to center, to feel grounded, and to be able to discern, right? Queen of Swords. Discern what is a distraction, what is meant to distract you, keep you in the past, in fear-based thinking. Discerning between what is meant to distract you and what is your true voice, the voice of your heart and intuition. Two of Pentacles, multitasking, flexibility, priorities, flexibility. Makes me think of remaining open. Okay, you may be balancing multiple tasks, multiple priorities. But looking at this image here, it makes me think of the spiritual realm and the material realm. So, referencing back to the Devil card, related to the material world. You're balancing. So this makes me think you are a bridge. You're balancing material aspects of yourself as well as your spiritual aspects. And look at the ships, There are at least 2 ships I'm noticing in the background here. Your ships are coming. Your ships are coming in. but you don't see those ships coming in. Two of Swords, indecision, uncertainty, doubt. We already discussed the possibility of old thought patterns emerging, especially during this transformative time, transitioning from the year of the wood snake into the year of the fire horse. Okay, Eight of Wands. Alignment, swift action, fast movement. I think we already discussed that in regards to seeing the horse. And transitioning from the year of the wood snake into the year of the fire horse. More momentum. Forward moving energy. Can you tell us about the Eight of Wands, please? Nine of Swords, worry, overthinking, self-doubt. Okay. This is no surprise during such a transitional time that old thought patterns are emerging with a vengeance. But you got your sword. You got your sword. Used in a non-destructive way. You have a sharp mind. I'm thinking of, that makes me think of the movie A Beautiful Mind. Maybe you like that movie as well. Is it John Nash? It was a story of John Nash. He was a genius, wasn't he? He was brilliant. You have a beautiful mind as well. A gift from God. Okay, Three of Cups. Friendship, abundance, celebration. I may have mentioned that you're drawing to you like-minded souls. Confirmation. Anything else about the Eight of Wands? Queen of Cups, intuitive, compassionate, sensitive. Yes. You have a brilliant mind and also a big, big heart. Good qualities for a heart-based leader. Using your heart and mind to make decisions. Exercising and extending compassion to yourself. You've learned to do that for yourself. And now you can extend compassion and loving kindness to others. Because I think we discussed leadership, right? And talking about the lion. You're meant to lead somehow. It doesn't have to be in the traditional sense that we think of a leader. You don't have to be a CEO or something. Just being a living example. That's being a leader. Ten of Cups. Knight of Wands, courageous, confident, enthusiastic. Yes, your enthusiasm is growing. You're feeling more passionate and courageous. That makes me think of the lion in the introductory message. More on the Ten of Cups, please. Okay. The Lovers, love, romance, self-love, divine love. Okay. Here you go. Yep. You're manifesting. You've sown the seeds already. You're manifesting. You're happily ever after. Oh, and we mentioned the Chariot before, right? And seeing the horse here. The year of the fire horse, indeed. We have the Chariot, forward momentum, overcoming obstacles. Eight of Wands, swift action, fast movement. Okay. It's happening. The energies are moving. It may feel stagnant. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. Let's use another tarot deck and let's close it out. Final message, thank you. Final message. Okay, well, this confirms the Two of Swords, right? You don't see this coming. You may feel it, but your logical mind can't figure it out. Two of Swords, and there's the Moon, yeah. Something's hidden. Okay, we already saw at the beginning, bottom of the deck of the Sufi Tarot, Seven of Pentacles, confirmation there. You've sown the seeds. You're on a new chapter, or as I said, you're writing a brand new book as your emboldened, empowered self. The Fool. I don't know if I said that. This is the Fool card. New beginnings. And we have the World. There we go. Start of a beautiful new cycle. Confirming Nine of Swords, rumination, overthinking, self-doubt. Lots of Swords energy, right? Which you've learned to master. Get a hold on. They may be surfacing at this time, but we've already discussed why that may be. This is a transitional time, transformative. Life-changing. And your ego that wants to keep you safe in the familiar. Yeah. I forgot my train of thought. Page of Swords. Yeah, the Page of Swords is very intellectual, intelligent, curious, and self-assertive. What about the Page of Swords? Okay. Nine of Cups. Wishes fulfilled. Happiness. More. Confirmation of the Two of Pentacles that we saw earlier. Balancing. Yep, and this one, in this image, the ship is even bigger than this one. Your ships are coming. Oh, and I noticed right here, the rainbow here, matching. Okay, rainbow energy, rainbow energy. Remain optimistic. Yep, this is what you're doing. You're co-creating with the universe as the magician that you are. You're co-creating. Your 10 of Cups. Okay, 41 minutes, over 41 minutes. So I will stop it there. Have a magical journey.